Well, you guys, we are starting the episode today at the very back end of my plot, or well, I guess back of the sign. But today's a very simple answer, in my opinion. Or, well, wait, what did I just say? I don't even know what I just said, but I think today is going to be a pretty simple episode, in my opinion. Hopefully I said that. If not, then I'm going crazy, or I'm just thinking of other things. But anyways, today we don't really have a bunch planned. Currently, I don't have a secret shop to be selling to, but I think I might get somebody else to do it. I really don't know. Sneaky hasn't made it yet, and he's been slacking around, so yeah. And then again, I haven't really been playing as much as everybody else on the server, so I don't think he knows that I still want one. But today we are going to start the show off, or I guess the video off, by doing mail read. And of course, we have somebody that wants to check out their plot, Chris MVP. Chris with a 1, and this seems like a familiar design to me, but I guess it's different in a way. I don't know, but it's a pretty cool plot in my opinion. It has a lot of little details here and there. Like if you look, there's buttons, they have cracked stone, they have mossy stone, carpets to hide the lights, they have banners, custom trees that look pretty cool, OP shops, and then like all these little things that add on to it, which makes it an awesome plot in my opinion. And I suppose this is his little hidey hole or secret shop or whatever it is. But let's see what else he has. He has a nicely decorated cave. I think this is a pretty good plot in my opinion from what it looks like. He sells some basic essentials too from what it seems like, which is pretty cool. Glass, obsidian, bookshelves, clay, ice, redstone, ender chest. All stuff, you know, like basic essential stuff that everybody needs. So that's pretty cool in my opinion. Good job on that. And then what else? So one of the things is Queen Gabby __ says, "Hey Jay, haven't been on a while, but I'm back. I gave you a purple banner and wool. Thank you for that donation." And then Sneaky says he has a surprise for me whenever I get back, even though I'm technically back, but he's not on currently. And then _Sir_Turtle_ says, "Is it 2 crates or 2 pistons? Great vids, bro. My plot isn't the best, but please look." So I really don't understand what you meant by that. Like, I'm kind of confused myself, but we'll go check out your plot. So it seems like you haven't really done a whole lot to your plot. You seem like you have your basic start. You have the little AFK pool, a beacon, some banners that are pretty looking, and donation area. But it still seems like you have a lot of work to do on your plot. It seems like you're not really done. And yeah, that's just my opinion on it. But thank you for letting me go check your... Well, thanks for telling me to go check out your plot. Man, I can't talk. But also, somebody commented in the video on the last episode telling me to go check out their plot. And let me find that comment. I have it open, but I can't... Okay, so it's DClan0303, I believe. And let's see what he has in store for us. And this is a pretty majestic looking plot. Stone bricks, flower plots already like out of the blue. Some nice quartz looking building. I don't know what to call this, a pavilion, something like that. And what is this? Some people appreciate the haggis. Is this a haggis? I don't know what a haggis is. I mean, my vocabulary may be alright, but it's not to this extreme yet. But whatever that is, this build altogether looks pretty cool. I don't know, it kind of reminds me of like a Greek style. I don't know, it's a bit odd. Like, I may just be imagining something else and just thinking it's that, but in my opinion, the plot looks cool. Love the use of the wood in the floor too. And then, of course, all the greenery that you tried to involve in the plot. So, we're going to go back to my plot, and we are going to... well, somebody else donated to me. Okay, it was Yukoi. He gave me a set of god armor. Well, the chest, or well, he didn't give me the helmet, but he gave me 2 chest pieces, but 1 chest piece was lucky, or well, lucky set. So let's see, let me show you guys that. So he gave me a lucky plate, 3 god stuff, and that was it. And then he gave me some money. I think it was either 5 mil, 50 mil, or 500k or 50k. I don't remember, I just know it started with a 5. So yeah, thank you Yukoi for donating that. Hopefully I'm pronouncing your name correctly. And man, I really need to organize my stuff. And I really need somebody to sell to at the moment, because I am just filling up with stuff and it is no bueno. So I think we're going to open up 3 crate keys today, do a bit of that, and then afterwards we're going to go mining to make things simple, because I'm not really in, I guess, one of those moods to figure out something to do, PvP, etc. Today's not really a PvP episode for me. Then again, there's not really as much people as I was hoping for on today, so that is a bit sad. But did we just get another? Wait, no, we got a miner crate pick. There we go. So that is something different from what we usually get. And then now we gotta open a vote crate key. Hopefully we get something good out of this, but we'll test our luck. And lucky armor. So okay, not too bad, I guess. I mean, of course you can always get a crate key, but we didn't get one, sadly enough. And we'll put this away, store it for later, and we're going to do a bit of mining, in my opinion. Man, look at that pickaxe. How many blocks have we mined? 227,000. I think Austin has more mined than me, which is alright. I mean, he has been probably playing more than me now. Anyways, you guys, we are going to do a bit of mining. I thought it would be the best thing for us to do. I don't know if I mentioned it in the last clip or not, because I had to end the clip a bit abruptly. I'm sorry if you guys hear any dogs in the background, as my dog is currently in my room and he's like sniffling, and I think he's about to go crazy. But we're going to go to /warp YouTube and have a bit of fun over there, have a conversation, just talk about things that are happening currently. But anyways, I don't know if you guys know, but it's probably that time of the year for you, and most likely others too, and myself. School is starting, and that's a topic that I thought I would have fun to talk to you guys about. And yes, I am recording right now. Maybe. But for most people, school has already started, or if not, it's starting within the next 3 weeks. And that is a bit of a sad thing for most people. It's something that people don't enjoy. I mean, you're not supposed to enjoy school, as that is technically your job. But I was probably one of the first people in, I guess, the United States. I don't know about other countries, because I don't really pay attention to other countries. But probably in the United States, I was one of the first people to actually start school back up again for the school year anyways. Started on August 5th, and that has been the struggle. And it's been a pain in the butt trying to adapt. And yeah, like, I know most people, adapting to getting back in the school routine is like a pain in the butt, because me, in my opinion, shifting from 10 hours of sleep, or well, 10 to 12 hours of sleep to 4 to 7 is a big pain in your butt. When you have to wake up at 5:30 a.m. in the morning, that's a real big pain in the butt. By the way, I get on the bus at like 6:30, or well, that's when I go to my bus stop anyways, which is in front of my house. And hello, Yukoi. But yeah, so doing that's not a fun thing. Like, it's exhausting. Like, I didn't feel like it would be this exhausting to go back to school, but then again, I feel like I've gotten used to the summer break like so much this year. Like, I felt like I was like deeply attached to it. Like, I don't know if you guys have that feeling, but I felt like I was too attached and I didn't like the change, which I'm pretty sure nobody does. But like, I felt like I was going to, like, I don't know, I felt like I was shutting down at school and etc., that type of deal. Because, like, right now, as I'm talking, I'm exhausted still. Like, I want to go to sleep. I want to take a nap, but I know if I take a nap, it's probably going to be like a 3-hour nap. And that's not a nap. That's actually sleeping. A nap qualifies as 1 hour long. But yes. Yes. So, what was I going to talk to you guys about? I had one thing that I thought I wanted to talk to you guys about. But one of the things I've noticed when I've been on here, you guys, I don't know if you guys have noticed either, but the player count seems to be a bit lower. Like, I know that I did have my inactivity period for like 2 weeks or whatever it was, and we're down to 88 players, and it's 7 a.m. Earlier it was like 9, like still 80s, and that was like 2 hours ago. So I don't know if anything happened to the server while I was gone or etc., but it does seem like the player count is decreasing for some reason. But what, I still don't know. I feel like I'm on the school topic and I can't figure out what I wanted to talk about. Like, I'm struggling right now. I'm trying to think about it. Oh yeah, I was going to mention to you guys, I'm in my junior year of high school, which is supposedly the hardest year of high school. So supposedly this year is going to be really exhausting for me, physically and mentally probably. Not really physically, because I don't do anything. Oh, Jay, why must you do this to yourself? But yeah, so because, well, most teachers and students tend to say that junior year or 11th grade is your hardest year of high school, aka the last year of, I guess, school in general, not really counting college or university, whatever you want to call it. But that's because there's people tend to put more AP classes, which are classes that I guess can qualify you for a college credit, depending on if you do well on the AP exam. But like most people tend to pick up on the amount of hard classes they have, and I'm one of those people that sort of did it, in my opinion. Like this year I'm still taking 2 AP classes. I'm taking AP Computer Science and AP Language. And you guys are probably like asking, why are you taking AP Language of all classes? Well, I mean, it's one of the classes, in my opinion, that I don't do well in. And you're probably like, whoa, you're taking a class on a harder level that you suck at? What is wrong with you? I mean, that's what I thought too. Like, I was not going to take the class because, in my opinion, language is a stupid class, like English or language, whatever you want to call it. Literature, I don't know what you want to call it, but in my opinion, it's a stupid class. However, thinking about it, I mean, instructional writing is something that I probably need, in my opinion. I need to learn how to write better. I'm, for one, not a great writer, I guess you can say. I really hate writing, and I probably struggle with it, like when you have to write like a prompt or whatever, a story, that type of deal. Like, it depends. Like, if I actually have a good understanding of it, I can do it. But like, I guess English is not one of my best subjects. Like, I'm one of those people that if it's not really like, we had to take like a practice AP exam yesterday, and it was something that I did not enjoy doing. Like, of course you're not going to enjoy it, but it was something like to where we had to read passages like from like the 1800s and 1700s, like at the very beginning of the exam, and we had to answer questions on that. And I'm one of those people that I guess likes to take my time and try to understand it, like reading it and then answering the questions, like, and I was struggling, in my opinion. Like, I saw people on the 5th row, I guess like in the 50s of the questions, and I'm like in the 20 or 30s, and of course we're not going to finish because, you know, our mindset's not really into it as it's the beginning of the year. But I think I only got to like question 30, and then our teacher was like, okay, choose a letter that you guys feel like bubbling in, do that for the rest of the answers. And I think I bubbled in like over 20, like, as a so I mean, AP Language is not a class that I'll enjoy, but it'll be a class, in my opinion, that will benefit me. But I think we kind of got sidetracked. So one of the reasons why junior year is the hardest year is because you also have the SAT or ACT. For people that don't know, it's what most colleges or universities in the United States use to base off, like, you know, I guess how smart you are and what type of, I guess, person you are, because there's English in it, there's a writing section, math, science, depending on which I guess quote-unquote exam you take, the ACT or SAT, and depending on how well you do them, you know, colleges will be more willing to accept you, because I mean, if you do well, or well, I guess perfect on it, I'm pretty sure everybody's going to take you right in. But yeah, so I mean, that's going to be fun. Senior projects will be coming up soon. I mean, I'm not a senior, but that pressure will be upon me soon. And I think that's really it I had to talk to you guys about today. But yeah, I think we're going to call it an episode here, you guys. If you guys enjoyed, then please make sure to like, comment down below. But at least, if you guys are going to comment down below, tell me, are you at least prepared for school? Tell me what grade you're going into, or whatever you feel comfortable. But either if you're prepared, or what grade you're going into, or both, depending on how you're, I guess, how you feel comfortable telling me that type of information, which is a bit weird. But yeah, if you guys do enjoy, please make sure to like, comment down below, and make sure to hit that sub button. But anyways, I shall see your faces later. Bye.